Hey everyone, Delphi Group here with the weekly UOA recap. Well, let's just dive right into it because there is a lot to go over. Again, we are not just about the Delphi signal, which actually crushed it this week. We'll get to that on our weekly trading recap video that we're going to put out later this weekend. But let's just dive into it. We're going to go right into our Delphi room. Again, this is where we do all our magic and the amazing things that we do here that nobody does anywhere out there. All right, so we are in our UOA channel. Okay, you can see the channel right there, UOA, on Discord in our Delphi room. And the first UOA I'm going to highlight, although it might not be the biggest of the bunch, we did have our biggest UOA hit of the year, which we'll get to at the end. But I'm highlighting DBRG, okay? And why I'm going to highlight this is because, again, this is what we do here. Nobody does what we do when it comes to UOA. Again, UOA means unusual option activity or option flows, okay? So on this day, on the 14th, we saw some DBRG call buying come through. It was not a large amount. They bought 5,000 of these June 9 calls. The stock was just under $10. Okay, why did this catch our eye? Because we've never seen DBRG on our option flow. We actually had to go look it up to see what this was. Okay, this is called Digital Bridge. So this really caught our eye. And what we do a lot of the times is we look at the charts to see if there is a technical play here. Okay, again, they bought these at 85 cents on the 14th. Okay, so what did we do? We went to our Delphi charts channels. Again, this is where we do a lot of our analysis. This is a very important channel. We post a lot of charts here. So if we go to this channel, you can see we posted DBRG pattern active to $12. UOA makes sense. Okay, so you can see we posted a chart. If we zoom in here, on this very defined cup and handle, bullish cup and handle pattern that was active. Okay, the stock was roughly at $9.50 with a target of $12. So we really like this setup. We like the technical setup. We love trading patterns. The Delphi signal has a pattern feature, which we love trading patterns. So yeah, what happened here, pretty amazing what happened here with this technical analysis setup UOA, and we put out a trade because we did like the setup. You can see here, we put out a trade in our non-signal channel. Everyone DBRG $9 calls. We got in at 95 cents following UOA and bullish chart pattern. We also said other options work the $8 calls as well. Okay, so what happened? Pretty amazing what happened here on DBRG. Look at this explosion on the chart. Remember, we posted that chart here when the stock was at 950. Okay, literally an incredible explosion. The next day, the pattern hit up here, okay, and actually got a little higher yesterday. I'm recording this on Saturday, but that was on Friday. But regardless, the pattern hit the very next day. That is just an amazing percentage move on this stock that we identified the pattern. Again, nobody's doing this anywhere. You can bring them whoever you want. We're just telling you nobody does this. We took our UOA, applied the chart to the UOA, loved the setup, and literally the very next day we cashed out our calls. Again, we closed the trade out at 240. Remember, we got in at 95 cents. The very next day we got out at 240. Okay, and our community cashed out on this, which we'll get to at the end. But just, again, this is what we do here. Okay, so this was an amazing look into applying technical analysis to the UOA, because when both are hitting, it can be extremely powerful, as this is an example. Okay, Okay, so moving on, we had some SPY activity. If I can pull up the SPY UOA here. Okay, this was on the 9th. Okay, so at the very end of the day, somebody came in on the 9th. This was Friday, and they loaded up on all these calls. The 580s they bought May 12th, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 580 calls. You can see what they came in and bought here: 43,000, 23,000, 15,000. Again, all at the end of the day, all at the same time. Okay, so, and you can see what they bought these for: 20 cents, 40 cents, roughly 60 cents. Going up 20 cents on every day they went out in a row, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Okay, so we posted that in our channel, and look at what these did. I mean, rocket ship, explosion, whatever you guys want to call them. Okay, these were Mondays. They went from 20 cents to over $3, over 10x on those. Okay, if we look at this was Tuesdays. Okay, again, look what these did: 40 cents, 10x gain up to 458. Complete explosion there, right? And again, these were Wednesdays. Went from 58 cents, again, almost 10x there on SPY. So those were just. Did somebody know something? The markets exploded higher on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. So did somebody know something was happening over the weekend? Like maybe some China trade talks? We don't know. Just is that a coincidence? Okay, so anyway, moving on, AMD here. Okay, they started coming in buying AMD. They bought these 105s for $4. Well, we're going to highlight the 110s. Again, these came through on Tuesday and Wednesday, okay? And you can see we're going to talk about the 10s. They bought these for $1.42. Then the very next day, okay, they came in. Again, these were for Friday expiration. They bought the 112s and the 115s, $1.95 and 85 cents, okay? At the time, AMD was trading under 108. Well, what happened the very next day? AMD came out and said they were doing a $6 billion buyback the very next day. Is that coincidence? I don't know. So what happened? These were the AMD 110s. Went from 142 over $12. More 10x explosions from our UOA channel. Okay? These were the 112s. Again, what did these do? 195, high over $10. You can see what happened. Okay, they bought them the day before, and the very next day, the explosion on the buyback news. Did somebody know something? We don't know. And again, here we go with the 115s. 85 cents, almost $8 there. Complete rocket ship higher there from our UOA channel, okay? But these were not the biggest, okay? As hard as that is to believe, those SPY and those AMDs were not the biggest. So what happened? Amazing things happened here on Coin. Okay, so somebody came in. We're going to highlight these 232.5s. They came in on Friday. They bought these 232.5 calls. The stock was trading under $200. They bought these for 43 cents. Okay, over 10,000 of those for 43 cents. These caught our eye. We posted these in our UOA channel, which is what you're seeing here. And not only that, but they also came in and bought these CONL calls around the same time. These were a little in the money. They bought the $18 calls with the stock over 19. But again, they bought these for $10. We can tell you right now, these traded over $10 yesterday on Friday. Okay, this CONL got up over $28. So there you go, another 10x explosion there. But going back to the coin, let's just leave this here for just a few seconds. Just look at what happened here on those coin 232.5 calls. I mean, what can you say about these? by far were the biggest UOA of the year. Okay, remember we posted these at 43 cents. And what happened? Well, coin got, added to the S&P 500. Is that a coincidence? So look at what this isn't even an explosion. I don't even know what you want to call this. 43 cents. They got as high as $31. Okay, that is almost 100x gain on these 43 cents to 31.50. So again, just incredible stuff that we're doing here at Delphi. Nobody's doing what we do here anywhere on the planet when it comes to trading platform, helping our community out. And speaking of the community, let's just go to see what the community's been doing here in our Discord. Okay, this is our testimonial channel here on Discord, right? So again, just look at some of these gains. We're going to talk more about this on the weekly trading recap. But patience here, crushing our Leviathan trades on crypto, 400% on that crypto trade. Again, he played some NBIS 30. Just take this in for a minute. 3,600% on one of our trades that we've taken, and just look at that, 3,600%, new record for me. Again, you can't even call that an explosion. So, again, just doing more gains down here. Marty played some SMCI UOA. He got in at $1.20, cashed out at $7.50 for another explosion there. Holy smokes, kaboom. But, what we're going to highlight here is Iveta, okay? So she was a struggling trader. She had a call with us, refined some things with her trading. She reevaluating her trading strategy. She cut some of her dead plays and finally decided to start dipping the toes in to the options in our channels. And what did she do? Very first trade out of the box, DBRG. She followed our chart. She followed our analysis, and simply incredible. What a cash out explosion here for her on her first trade, almost 400% on DBRG. So shout out to her. We're very happy for her, and we're very happy, look at the community, shout outs to her and the whole community. So again, nobody's doing what we do here at Delphi. Hope you guys enjoyed this UOA weekly recap. Look for the weekly trading recap. Again, we crushed it again another week, and the Delphi signal just had an amazing week this week as well. So have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.